Okay, now let's discuss this sheet. So this is a major and critical spares report of one of the companies. This list identifies company recommended major and critical spares to be kept on board at all times to ensure any operational delay, any cargo delay, and requires comply with the recommended company spares as per the SMS.
To every marine engineer out there, from junior engineer to chief engineer and electrical officer, we all know that earning respect on ship is very important. We all know fast promotions are very important, and we all know that इज्जत कमानी है, promotion चाहिए तो काम आना चाहिए, तो जूते पड़ते हैं, गालियां पड़ती हैं, and for that you need a good mentor. Sometimes we keep finding those mentors on board ship, अगर नहीं मिल रहे तो MNDFLIX है ना, Merchant Navy Decoded has launched a subscription model where you can find more than 30 plus courses with respect to your rank, helping you earn respect on ship. Please enroll on these free trial videos, watch these videos as per rank, and then decide whether you want to invest or not, with a very good flexible payment plan as well. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat, Jai Mata.
Okay, so let us see what are the critical spares which are called the Marpol. As you can see in the sheet, it is written as Marpol spares. What are these are Marpol spares? Okay, so you can see probe for oil level. So as we have already discussed, Marpol spares are those spares which come under Marpol annexes, like your NX1 spare, Marpol NX1 spare is for OWS. So OWS, what is coming under Marpol spares? Oil level probe. You can see here, this is the part number. So when we are ordering the spares, this part number becomes very important. How to identify this part number we will discuss further in the other lectures. So you can see this is the ship's name, etc. mentioned. So what kind of company recommended quantity is 1, and the vessel has also got critical items quantity on board is 1. So basically vessel has got 1 number spare in on board in their inventory. Okay, so they say that 1 new spare should be there of a oil level probe for the OWS. Similarly, your onboard solenoid 3-way valve, polyester filter, second stage filter, solenoid valve. This sheet you will find always, you will find your on board as per your vessel's requirement. So they will be making one such critical spare sheet. What is important as key, if there is company recommended quantity, these two red blocks you can see there, these two red blocks should match. The company recommended quantity is 1, you should always have 1 in hand. If there is a situation where you are not having it, you need to have some indent. Indent means you need to have some requisition in place. Here it is not request number, requisition number, or landed for repair or something like that. There should be some comment here. So whenever your PSC or any other party will come on board to check or make survey for vetting inspection or something like that, your critical spares quantity should match. If not matching, there should be reason behind it mentioned on this side column, like comments on why it is not matching, or requisition is in place, or it has been landed for repair, or it has been something like that. So this is what I am going to show you here, that what all items are coming under the critical spares under Marpol. So OWS is one. There can be difference, like discharge pump, complete discharge pump should be there, discharge pump motor should be there, second stage filter, polyester filter, etc., and their part numbers. So this is an introduction how you can identify the equipment and their part numbers. Okay, so you see here the part numbers are also very important when you are seeing the spares. So every inventory will have similar kind of part numbers mentioned on the side of the name of the part. Okay, where do you get these part numbers from? You get it from the maker's manual. So when you see the maker's manual, you will have one sheet for the diagram, one sheet for the diagram with the number, say specific number, part number 5, part number 6. So, and then there will be a part list. In the part list section, you will have the name of the component, the specific part number, and the company specific number for that, maker's number for that part. Okay, we'll see that when we are seeing the manuals. So here, important thing is OWS is a Marpol item, sludge pump is a Marpol item. Okay, say the vessel is writing that they have received a new sludge pump liner and have scoring marks without repackings, and same has been informed to office and they are planning for replacement. So pump complete, they have it, but there is some issue with that. In comment they have mentioned this. Okay, bilge pump is a Marpol item. Okay, sewage treatment plant is a Marpol item. Then your incinerator is a Marpol item, and a blast water treatment system is a Marpol. So in the Marpol spares, you will have these all spares included. Okay, you can see this one. Okay, now these are about the Marpol spares: sewage treatment plant, discharge pump complete, vacuum pump complete. Okay, other parts in the major spares are. So you can see these are the major spares. What all major spares are there on this kind of vessel? As we had seen, major and critical systems and major systems we have already discussed. What are called critical systems? Like main engine, you see, it's a critical system. There is no other system to replace the main engine. So that is a critical system where there is no redundancy available. So liner for the main engine should be available on board. Company recommended quantity is 2, and they have got 2 liners for critical equipment. Piston complete with one with the stepping box. One reconditions is already available. Okay, what is the condition with overhauled stuffing box? They have overhauled piston with new crown, skirt, and overhauled stuffing box. Is the scenario with the piston crown? You have one piston crown available in new. Critical may they have got your company recommended is 1, so it has been sent for to be reconditions. They have got one new and one is to be reconditions. Piston skirt, there is 0 new and reconditioned 1. So basically whatever is as per the company recommended quantity, you should have this one. So these are the main engine spares. Exhaust valve spindle, O-rings, fuel pump plunger, pump roller guide, and there is the part list. You can see this is the part number, plate number for that specific part. These all parts are for the main engine. In the main engine spares, you will have this one as your major spares, because there is no redundancy for main engine. These are important motors. These are important motors, like motors for main engine lube oil pump, main engine crosshead pump, and you can see the part number also. Part number where you will get in the motors manual. Okay, the part number for the specific motor. One, there is critical, they should have one. Crosshead pump motor, LT cooling pump motor, HT cooling pump motor, main seawater pump motor, blast pump motor, fire NGS pump, auxiliary boiler, FD fan, auxiliary boiler burner, motor fuel booster pump, fuel supply pump, transfer pump. Okay, engine room crane motor, windlass motor, emergency generator, starter motor, steering gear motor. All these are important motors. Then there is reefer and ventilation spares. They have given as major spares. Reefer container. So this must be a container vessel. So they are saying that reefer containers relevant equipments related to reefer, and that's why reefer becomes an important critical spare, because this vessel is a reefer container carrier. So they carry reefer containers. So that's why it's very important, because this cargo spares related to cargo, and that has to be maintained. And then there is a scrubber on board, which is for the fuel oil, and their spare parts is also important, because there is only one scrubber, and if does not work, then don't have any option to run the engine, because your scrubber is basically for removing the SOx content that you are burning in the fuel. So for that you have got a scrubber tower, okay, in this vessel. So spare parts for the scrubber tower comes under major and critical spares. So this is major and critical spares list that we have seen. In the next part we are going to see other spare parts which are general spares related to other sections. Okay, thank you guys.